বোর্ড 2024 completing sentence. কুমিল্লা বোর্ড 2024. I am so tired that I cannot go any further. Please take a rickshaw right now. Number B. Though Bangladesh is a small country, there are many heritage sites in this country. We are proud of our World Heritage Sites. Number C. I can't recall his name. It is long since we met last. Number D. She came to my room while I was sleeping. She didn't wake up me up. Number E. It is true that most of the parents of our country are not interested enough to educate their daughters. They think educating their daughters is nothing but a wastage of time and money. Number F. There are many helpless people around us. I wish I could help them. Number G. He likes photography very much, but unfortunately, he has lost his camera. If he had the camera, he would take many pictures. Number H. Be punctual lest you should lag behind. Number I. Our job market is getting very competitive. Unless you study well, you will not get a good job. Number J. It is too hot inside the room. Would you mind opening the window so that air can get in? Completing sentence যশোর বোর্ড 2024. Number A. The poor man knocked at the door. He came to me with a view to begging some food. B. Many illiterate people do not have any knowledge of health. If they were educated, they would not suffer from malnutrition. Number C. Scarcely had the teacher gone out of the room when the students made much noise. Scarcely had the teacher gone out of the room when the students made much noise. Number D. My grandmother lives in a village. It is many years since I met her. Number E. Trees are very important for our existence on earth. It is high time we planted more trees. Number F. Despite the fact that he worked very hard, he failed to complete the task. He was rather disappointed. Number G. You should finish your work today. A stitch in time saves 9. Number H. You are making a long journey. Keep your phone turned on in case someone wants to reach you. Number I. My friend is going to the USA. I wish I could go with him. Number J. Time is so valuable that you cannot waste it consciously. Completing sentences ময়মনসিংহ বোর্ড 2024. Number A. Patriotism is a noble virtue. It is high time we practiced patriotism. Patriotism is a noble virtue. It is high time we practice patriotism. Number B. Hassan got GPA 4.50. Had he studied seriously, he would have got. Number C. Time is valuable. Those who waste time suffer in the long run. Number D. This ceiling is not so high. He is tall enough to touch the ceiling. Number E. Lock the door and keep the key in a safe place lest you should lose the key. Number F. You cannot understand everything clearly unless you study thoroughly. Number G. A lot of passengers were waiting at the bus stop. A bus came, but the bus was so small that it could not take all the passengers. Number H. In spite of facing so many drawbacks in life, he became successful ultimately. Aisha is a bright student. She studies hard so that she can cut a good figure in exam. Freedom is man's birthright. He is born free, but everywhere he is in chain. চট্টগ্রাম বোর্ড 2024 completing sentences. Number A. I miss my maternal grandmother a lot. 15 years have passed since I last met her. Jillur and Ashraf were lucky. No sooner had they reached than they caught the bus. In our country, there are many people who are poor. Poverty is a curse for any society. Number D. Corruption is an obstacle to our national development. It is high time to take action against corruption, or it is high time government took necessary steps to stop corruption. Number E. Study sincerely lest you should fail. Nurjahan studies medicine so that she can become a doctor and serve people. Once there was an old man who had 3 sons. They were so lazy that they couldn't work hard to earn their living. Number H. Rezwan tried his best to get the job, but he could not get it. Had he got the job, he would have moved to the city. Number I. The man who does physical exercise can maintain a sound health. Number J. Florence Nightingale wanted to be a nurse with a view to helping the sick people or helping the injured people. Dinaspur Board 2024 completing sentences. There goes a proverb, grabs all, lose all. If you want to get everything at a time, you may end up in losing everything. The first and foremost duty of a student is to study. Without studying regularly or without studying hard, you can never expect a good result. You never speak the truth. I will not accompany with unless you speak the truth. Early rising is good for health. You should rise early so that you can have a good health. Number E. Self-help is the best help, and Allah helps those who help themselves. Number F. Don't be tensed for my return. You can get in touch with me after I shall have finished my work. Number G. You ought to read your texts again and again with a view to understanding the concept clearly. H. You should remember that if you do not work hard, you will have a chance to fail in the exam. Work hard lest you should fail in the exam. It is 10 o'clock now. Our train will start exactly at 11 o'clock. It is high time we started for the station. My childhood was full of happiness. Would that I could be a child again. 2024 বরিশাল বোর্ড completing sentences. It is too late now. I am unable to go to lunch. It is a long time since we last met. Had I earned enough money, I would have bought a car or I would have bought a house. He is a quack, but he talks to the patients as if he were a qualified doctor. He is a quack, but he talks to the patients as if he were a qualified doctor. Number E. The girl returned home before evening lest she should be scolded by her parents. Number F. Mira sings very well. If she got opportunity, she can become a famous singer. Number G. The poem is too difficult for me to understand. In spite of having all facilities, the boy did not succeed. Patriotism is a noble virtue. It is high time we promoted it more actively. He studied hard so that he could pass in the exam with flying colors. রাজশাহী বোর্ড 2024 completing sentences. Had you sought my help, you would not have faced such crisis. A man leading an indolent life cannot succeed in life. Strike the road while it is hot. The men who love their country are called patriots. Be punctual in your studies and cut a good figure in exam. Food adulteration is a crime. It is high time we prevented this crime. Childhood is the golden period of life. I wish I were a child again. Scarcely had we got out of home before our mother started crying. I know the man who climbed Everest. He faints as though he broke his legs. ঢাকা বোর্ড 2024 completing sentences. A. Trees are essential for our existence, so we should plant more trees. Number B. The rats are now thinking who will tie the bell on cat. Finally, they realize it is easy to say but difficult to do. Wait until I come back. You should not go out alone. Love is divine. You can't find others to love with unless you can't find others to love you unless you love them. Punctuality is a great virtue, so try to be punctual. Number F. The patient was so serious and we were looking for a doctor. Alas, the patient had died before we found a doctor, or the patient had died before the doctor came. Number G. Sharing is a great virtue, or sharing is an admirable virtue. So teach your children how to share. Everybody must be conscious of health because health is wealth. The train will start at 10 a.m. Now it is 9:55 a.m. So walk fast lest you should miss the train. Corruption is a hindrance to national development. It is high time we took steps against corruption.